Well, a very good morning from Phuket, and today I've got a real treat for you. We're going to be taking a look at the Renaissance Resort and Spa. Now, this is situated in Mai Khao, which is the very northern part of Phuket. In fact, it's about as far north as you can go before leaving the island. We're literally 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes away from the Sarasin bridge, which is the bridge that joins Phuket onto Thailand, the mainland. So if you want to explore Phang Nga and Koh Lak, then this is a good area to stay in because it gives you easy access to the bridge and leaving the island. But we're not going to talk about that now. We're going to have a look around at this beautiful resort here. It does have a spa facility. You're going to see the grounds, which are reasonably extensive. It sits right on Mai Khao beach, so a very nice beach indeed here in the north of Phuket. So we're also going to take a look at that. Some accommodation, beautiful accommodation that I've got a chance to film today. We're going to meet Chris. Now, you obviously know this guy from a few videos that I've been recently doing. He's staying in a variety of hotels here in Phuket and also in Bangkok. Chris is going to give you a little bit of feedback how he's found it. Now, he only arrived yesterday, so today's his second day, so just bear that in mind. He's not been here that long, but without further ado, let's now go and take a look around. Chris has spoke to the manager here and he's asked me to be very careful in filming because obviously guests, not everybody likes to be filmed, so I have to bear that in mind when I'm walking around the resort because obviously their privacy. They are paying a lot of money to stay at this resort. So now we're coming into the main reception area, which is open planned, as you can see. Reception just over there. Chris waiting for me there. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Tony.
You well?
See you. Very well, thank you.
Well.
Welcome.
Okay, let's have a wander around the resort. Show us what we've got here. So this, of course, is reception, as I say. And just at the back here, reception, you've got a little platform that looks over the gardens, which we shall see shortly. So where are we going now then, Chris?
We're going right down towards the beach, but as we pass the beach, we'll see most of the resort.
Okay.
So we'll see the basic rooms, we'll see the Lagoon Rooms.
Right.
We'll see the coffee shop.
Okay.
We'll see where we take breakfast.
Okay.
You'll see the kids club.
Excellent. We've got a kids club here and a kids swimming pool as well. So that's a nice little touch. They do large scale weddings here. If you're looking for that special resort to have your wedding in, then this resort will be able to cater for that. We're now coming down to the restaurant, or one of the restaurants here. Now again, I'm not going to walk into the restaurant, but because it's all glass windows, you can see inside yourself. I don't need to go inside, but there are people eating breakfast at the moment because it's still quite early in the morning. A nice restaurant there inside, and then a lovely area. I'm going to make my way back outside because the area is quite nice. Now Chris has just picked up the menu, so let's have a quick. I'm not going to spend too much time because menus can be boring, but it'll give you a rough idea of the prices. As I've always said, if you're staying in a 5-star hotel, then you're going to pay 5-star prices. And then across from the one restaurant, breakfast restaurant, do you have evening meal in there as well, Chris?
No, the evening meal's at the front.
Oh, okay, so that's the other one. So this is the coffee shop. See how well. Again, I'm not going to go in there because there's customers, and on the board I can see coffee starting from let me see, 85 baht, 120 baht, those sort of prices. That'll give you an idea. We've got cakes in there, places to sit. There's an area out here that you can sit, and I presume when the sun's shining they will take up these blinds, and then you've got a more open area for outside as well. So again, nice coffee shop. So now we're going to make our way down towards the beach area and take a look at that area before we take a look at Chris's accommodation. Just
over there, you have the Lagoon Rooms.
Yep.
So walk over.
So this is basically the view right outside the restaurant that you would take your breakfast in the morning. So they do have an area that you can sit overlooking the lagoon, and the rooms that you can see in the distance there are classed as the Lagoon Rooms. Really nice grounds, really nice, very impressive. I see a small waterfall over there, very nice indeed.
And you've got koi carp.
Koi carp, yeah.
They feed them every morning.
You can just see the fish down there.
Yeah,
so
carp in
some big ones over there. Very nice, very nice.
And they give children food just over there for breakfast, so children can feed them as well.
Right. Just coming up now to the kids club and the kids pool, which I think is really nice. So this is actually geared for the children. This is the children's area, believe it or not. So you've got a not so deep area for, I guess, not really young children, but the area over there, let's get this right, the area over there is more for the young ones, and then the slightly older children is this area here. So it's still not deep like the adults pool, but it's a little bit deeper than the very young ones, and you've got some deck chairs there, so of course you can be here as a family and enjoy this environment with your kids. This is the kids club here, and they do various different activities, so it's right next to the pool, so even mum and dad can sit at the pool, relax while the children are inside. They supply towels, water all day long, Chris says. And now this area is more designed for the toddlers, the younger children, so this is a lot more shallower, and I guess with the theme of the dinosaurs it's ideal for the young ones, which is really nice, because I know a lot of families that may be looking at coming to this resort are interested on knowing what facilities they've got for the children. And it's very important to keep the children occupied when they're on holiday, because they can get bored, and sometimes it's nice to have a children's club, because of course it gives mum and dad a little bit of time and a little bit of space away from the kids, but they know they're looked after. So there is Kids World. Yeah.
While we're talking about children, I noticed last night at the restaurant staff were incredibly attentive to children.
Okay.
They were running around, they played with them, they did all sorts of things to allow the parents to actually have their meal in a little bit of peace. Well,
there you go. So if you've got a family and you're coming out over here, the staff are very geared towards kids, so that's a good plus for this particular resort. Now, I'm not going to go into the kids club, because obviously I'm not a resident here and I don't have any children, so I'm not going to actually go in there, but they do quite a few different activities, so the kids should be able to have a really good time.
Now these are the standard rooms, or what's called the garden view rooms.
As Chris said, a standard room. This is the sort of room you can expect, and the views that are outside the rooms, you can see yourself the grounds. So this is classed as a garden view. There's no grass actually. We're just talking about this, me and Chris. They've used sand rather than grass, which is a little bit strange when they call it the garden view, but I suppose you could call it a garden view.
They're very nice standard rooms. They're quite large.
Okay.
Nice bathrooms, very bright.
Obviously different grades of accommodation, different prices, so if you're looking to stay here but you're a little bit restricted on your budget, then maybe the garden rooms are going to be nice for you to stay in.
My tip would be to take a high floor one.
Yeah, because of the view.
The view and the light. You'll get more light on a high floor.
Yeah,
and you can request high floors on the Marriott website when you book.
There you go. So we're now making our way down towards the main pool area, which is situated just a little ways behind the Mai Khao beach. As you will see, there's also a restaurant down here, a Thai food restaurant, and a bar as well. Now, as you're going to see, it's actually broken into two pieces. So you've got like a bar downstairs with a bar menu, which is mainly Western food.
Which you've seen.
Yeah.
The menu you saw before.
Okay, that was the menu that you were looking at earlier on the breakfast restaurant. Chris picked up that menu. And then upstairs, they have the Thai food restaurant.
And it's very nice upstairs.
Yeah, it is. It's got a lovely balcony where you can sit outside if you want to. Before the sun sets, I would imagine the views are fantastic. As you can see in the distance there, well, I hope you can see in the distance there the sea. But this is now the sort of beach area, main pool area. So we've got the bar downstairs where you can have Western food, and then you go upstairs, and this area here upstairs is the Thai food restaurant. And then coming round, they've got a few specials on at the moment. Buy one get one free, so that's always good, that I can see there on the board. Nice bar actually, very nice looking bar. And then let's take a look at the main pool area. So there is the main pool. You've got also a small, is that a bar, Chris, or just towels?
No, that's towels.
Buy one, get one free. Right, okay.
When you buy the drink just over there.
From there. Okay, I wasn't quite sure because it's got the cocktails on there and the happy hour also. So you've got plenty of towels there you can help yourself to. Fresh water all day long. And then in the main pool there is an area where they've got a jacuzzi that you can sit in when they've got it switched on. It's not currently switched on at the moment. And then in front of the pool you've got all the sun lounges where you can chill out and enjoy the weather. It's actually, the sun's coming out, Chris.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's making a change.
Yesterday was absolutely delightful.
Yeah, right. I'm just glad that it's held today because the weather hasn't been that kind so far in October. It's rained quite a bit up to now, but we seem to be getting a break. As I mentioned, there was a typhoon that's come across Vietnam and hit Thailand. Well, it was downgraded to a tropical storm, and I think Phuket's got a little bit of the side weather of the typhoon or the tropical storm, whatever you want to call it now. As you can see, the sea is just here and Mai Khao beach is literally just here, which yeah, they've got the water sprayer on there. We're going to have to walk around. There is actually another bar just here that you can see where you can go in the evening. Now that isn't part of this resort, and Chris was saying to me he went in there last night and had a beer for 60 baht.
No, we had a look.
Oh, you went and, sorry, apologies, he went and had a look, but you were saying the beer's there
about 60 to 80.
About 60 to 80 baht, which is very, very reasonable, a little bit cheaper, so that's a little tip for you if you want to make your way, because there isn't actually a fence, so I wasn't sure. I thought it was all part of the resort, but Chris said no, it's not. You just walk over there and it's a separate area. There's also a massage there as well. Is the massage part of the resort or not? No, so the massage you can see just over there is a separate thing as well. So again, it's nice to have these facilities. Right, got wet. I got wet. I'm more concerned about the camera than me. I'm not bothered. I didn't realise about that. Okay, so let's now take a look at Mai Khao beach. And it's really nice to film on it. Now we've got some sun. Really nice. Now Mai Khao beach, for those of you who don't know, is actually the longest beach here in Phuket, and I believe it stretches 8 kilometres. You're going to find it very quiet and peaceful on this beach. It's not a busy beach. There's not many facilities on the beach, so just bear that in mind. You're not going to find many restaurants and places where you can sit, sun lounges, in the northern part of Phuket, as I've mentioned, Mai Khao. So there's not a lot of facilities here, but you can see it stretches a long way down there, and then the other way back going down towards Phuket, the southern part. So a very long beach, but just bear in mind you're not going to find many facilities on it. As you can see, there are no sun lounges and there are no restaurants in this part, so you're going to be reliant on your hotel facilities, and there are some very nice hotels in the Mai Khao area. In a moment we will be taking a look at a 1-bedroomed villa with a pool here, and that's Chris's accommodation. So if you like what you see, then you know what you've got to look for on the Marriott website. Okay, so we're now making our way into the villa, and it does have some nice garden and plant area before you get to the pool. The pool is at the back, obviously. Okay, so as we make our way into the villa, you've got a nice area where you can store all your luggage, wardrobes, etc. There's 2 sets of wardrobes. There is a safe inside, but I'm not going to go in there because Chris has got his stuff in there. There's 2 large wardrobes and a small wardrobe, and then this area can be closed off in the evening time if you want, where the wardrobes are. But we'll make our way into the main area of the villa now. You've got a desk area where if you want to sit and do some work, some units at the back. There's even some games that you can play in the evening time they've got available, and then we've got a nice large bed. Very light an area. I must show you the ceiling as well, because the ceiling is really beautiful here, and the lighting system, I'm guessing at night it looks really nice when it's lit up by the lighting system, but of course this is daytime, so you can imagine for yourself. And then outside in the garden area you have a pool. It's not a massive pool, but you have got a decking area as well that you can sit and enjoy the sun when the sun's out. It's a little bit cloudy today, bit of broken cloud. I'm just going to step outside so you can see, and again all the gardens and the pool area are lit at night, but of course at the moment it's daytime, so you're not going to get the effect of that. But not a massive pool, but a nice area to relax, and also the decking area where you can read a book, listen to some music, or just enjoy the surroundings. And then of course we've got a large flat screen TV. Now I have mentioned about the Wi-Fi to Chris, and he said it's impeccable. Air conditioning impeccable, no problems there, everything's spot on, as you would expect for this resort, to be fair, being a 5-star resort. So a sofa area with a sofa, chair and a table, and then again the bathroom can be closed off if you wish to do so, because they've got these massive sliding doors, which I think really is a nice touch, because it makes this room really feel large when the doors are open. So the bathroom, as you can see, nice large bath. It isn't a whirlpool bath, but it's a nice large bath. You also have access from the bathroom straight into the swimming pool, so again that's a nice little touch. And then of course you've got twin sinks, twin mirrors, towels below, and then we're going to make our way further down, which is the shower area. So a really large shower here, very nice, with a outside area, and then tucked away in the one corner is the WC. As you can see, a beautiful villa here, very nice indeed. Okay, so you've had a glimpse of some accommodation here at the resort, and we're now going to make our way up to the spa, because they do have an on-site spa facility here. So this is the entrance. It's a little bit hidden, to be honest. It's easily missed. Okay, so we'll make our way down here and we just have a look. They've got a board outside, so they're doing some offers at the moment. And as you can see there, you've got 30 minutes or 60 minutes, different massages, different prices. Is it okay if I film just this area here?
This area is okay, but inside?
Yeah, of course. I know I can't film in the treatment rooms. Okay, so this is just the reception area of the spa. Nice and relaxing in here. Just have a look at one of the menus, if that's possible. Okay. Now, of course, these prices may change over time, so just bear that in mind, but this will give you an idea of what treatments they do and what sort of prices they are charging. And I take it you do some packages as well, do you? Yeah, I can see, yeah, this is the package one. Okay. Okay, thank you very much for your time. Thank you. Copenhagen, thank you. Okay, there you go, lovely spa, and I'm sure the treatment rooms are going to be fantastic, but of course I don't have access. I would need to pay for a treatment, and at 5-star prices I don't want to be doing that, I'll be honest. So now we're going to make our way over to the gym, take a quick look in the gym. Now the gym's got a couple of hidden features that Chris has mentioned to me earlier on, as in the men's room, the men's changing room, Chris, has
a jacuzzi,
yeah,
and a steam room,
yeah,
and the ladies has its own jacuzzi and sauna.
So there you go. So if you're going in the gym, you don't notice these things straight away, because I had stuck my head in there and I didn't notice those, but Chris was saying he's got a little surprise, so a little bit of a bonus there. The men have got slightly different to the ladies, but let's now go and find the gym and take a look at what's in there. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the gym and see what facilities they've got here on the resort and spa. So we've got a lot, we've got a lot of free weights that I can see. of course you've got some exercise machines, more free weights over there. In fact, they've got an awful lot of free weights looking around, and then they've got some equipment as well that you can use, and then it stretches further back. And as Chris has mentioned, in the changing rooms, I'm not going to go in the changing rooms because I don't necessarily need to film that, but in the changing rooms you have those extra facilities that we've already mentioned. So again, you've got another section to it here where you've got all the walkers, the walkers and the cross trainer, the bikes, etc. So a very well equipped gymnasium, to say the least. Excellent. Okay, thank you, Coben Cap. So that's excellent, that is. So real nice facilities here at this resort. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this tour of the Renaissance Resort and Spa. They've got some beautiful facilities on offer, nice restaurant area, pool area. The accommodation that we've had a look at, yes, it was only one grade of accommodation. They have got others on offer, but very nice accommodation indeed. In a moment I'm going to switch over to Chris, and he's going to go through a few things that I haven't already mentioned. So Chris, what are your thoughts on this resort and spa?
Beautiful resort, right by the sea. It's a little bit isolated, but the hotel have thought of how to get around them. And you've got bike hire, which is completely free during the day. And just outside the hotel you've got the Laguna that you can cycle around. And about 10 minutes down the road is a beautiful little shopping mall. Yeah, or a shopping plaza, I probably should say, with a barbers, a laundrette, a little supermarket. And every hour there's a free bus that goes from the hotel, and every hour it brings you back to the hotel. So really this is a resort where they've tried to think of everything. Even though it's a little bit isolated, there are a few bars next door on the other side, and there's a bus once an hour, free bike hire. They've really thought of everything.
I believe that shopping area is called the Turkle Village, and I did pass it on the way in.
And just one last tip before we go. We've been told by people who stay at the JW Marriott, which is the first hotel on this strip, that there's a restaurant called JJ's. It's supposedly very good, good prices, good local prices, and superb Thai food.
Okay, excellent. Well, there you go, first-hand experience from a guest that's staying here, and I guess that just leaves me to say, don't forget to check out the description down below. I will include all the relevant details. So from me, until next time, you take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.